is Grace and welcome to my channel and welcome to a new series. Now I made up my own scrapbook kits a long time ago, and this was kind of a recurring thing that I used to do here on my YouTube channel, but I kind of stepped away from that, I would say maybe for 3 years, but now I'm back. And the reason being is that I have this container, this is a basket, and I think I have like 8 of these on the side of my table. I made a video about this specific storage container, and I'll try to make sure to link that in the description box below. But I have this one shelving unit, and I put all of my new products in here, new products that I don't have as like a specific idea in mind of what I'm gonna do with it, and they just kind of stay here. And as you can see, it's piling up, and so I had pulled out a few things from here and I wanted to use them up, and so I decided that for me to use them up, I'm going to make myself a homemade kit. And so here is what I created. I always put my homemade kits in these containers. These are plastic containers that you can get in any craft stores now. I got mine a long time ago at Michael's when they still did the clear one, but now I know they have like frosted colored ones, and I don't really like those. I want the clear ones so that I can see better. Now I also have these inserts. I don't know if they sell these anymore in like Michael's or Joann's, but I heard that Amazon has them, but these inserts are really good when making your own homemade kits. And then I have some products here. So I'm going to tell you that usually when I make these kinds of homemade kits, I have one particular paper and then I pull out colors and themes off of that. But because I am using a bunch of products from my basket, I decided to kind of have a hodgepodge of things. But here are the things that I had pulled out from that particular basket. I have these flare buttons that from Tuesday morning. I don't use flare buttons anymore because they're too thick, but let's see if we can use it. I have this die from My Favorite Things, and I really love the flowers on there, but haven't used it, so I want to use that one. I also pulled out this tag. It's more birthday themed ones. I think I got this one from Tuesday morning as well. It's chili bean soup, and so we'll see if we can make use of that. I have this new enamel dot from Cartabella. I think I bought this one with a pack from Echo Park when you purchase things there, and it would be like free shipping for 50 bucks, and so I think I added this to my cart. And then I also have this dad cork board that I've had for a while. Now some of these things that I pulled out from my stash just to kind of fill in my homemade kit. So this is also from the new products bag, but these ones are just from my stash. These are cut out letters. And they're on with black, so I figured I can use that one. These ones I always use or pull out some kind of tool when I make my homemade kit, just so I can use my tools. And then these ones are from the American Crafts punch line. I have I think in this kit I have maybe like 6 of them, and so I haven't used these particular ones, so I'm going to try to use them. This one is also from the new product basket, and it's just a bunch of epoxy or puffy stickers from their Lizzie. And then these ones are just from my scraps, I don't know, I'm sorry, from my stash. Just thought that maybe I can use it. And I'm also kind of paying attention to the colors that I see from these products that I'm pulling out. So those are some embellishments. And then for titles, I'm just pulling out from my stash again. I figured these are going to be fairly generic or neutral, that I can use it. I am working with some whites just because maybe whites will work well, especially with the darker colored papers. And then again, I have this cling rubber stamp. I think this one matches this floral one. I don't know if they're matched, but it's another rose one. I'm a sucker for these flowers, and so maybe I can make my own background piece. I don't know, but I just want to pull them out so I can use them. This is another one that I got, I don't know, a long time ago, but it was in my new product. Another thing that I put in my new product list is that if I get a kit and I don't really care for specific things in there, I put them in the new product list, basket, because in case if I wanted to give stuff to friends or family, then I could just pull from that. But this one I haven't really used. This one is also from that basket, and it's a stencil, so I don't know if I can use that one. Again, another one that was kind of a leftover from a kit, didn't really use. It's a new sticker, so we'll see. And then here are the papers that I had pulled out for this particular kit. Like I said earlier, I usually do a paper that would be the basis of all of the colors and the themes. And so this is kind of the paper for the paper stacks that I pulled out. Now, these are all new 12 by 12, as you can see, because, you know, I have used up some of my scraps, and so I'm kind of, I'm open to being able to use 12 by 12 now, because the scraps container has dwindled down a little bit, so I can cut up some more new papers in my stash. So this is a Jen Hadfield paper. I like the home. I can use that for a lot of different kind of home themed layouts, and I also like the colors on it. It's like a muted mustard yellow, and then kind of a not turquoise, but like this is it periwinkle kind of blue, and then some corals and some light pinks and browns. So I thought that it would be a good paper to work with. It has a B-side, which is green, and then this one's a very old paper that I have. I have this kind of stripe going on one side, and then the black for me is neutral, even though it has some design, so maybe I can work with that. Now here is a lighter color, which I'm kind of pulling from that house right there, so it has some of that color too. And then here is the other side. Now this is a very old paper. It's like my little shoebox. It's plain blue on one side and then a brown on another, so I can use that instead of cardstock if I wanted to, or like matting. There's a lot of things I can use that. And then here is another paper, because I'm figuring I don't have enough of the blues that are from that house, and so I'm gonna use that one. And then here is a cut apart. I always try to pull out a cut apart when I make these homemade kits, because they're good for embellishments and also for titles if I wanted to. And then here is the B-side. Here is, I think this one is the same line as this, and so it has the same color schemes, but a little bit more muted. And then you have the pink with the white stars. And here is another, as you can see, a lot of these have like very subtle designs, which is good because I don't know what layouts I'm gonna be making out of this. This is one of those things where I pick products first, and then photos, and then stories will come later. This is a subtle floral type of paper, and then grass in the background. And then here is a red stripe with some mushrooms on another side. And then here's a very old one. It's craft cardstock with all these dates and the days of the week, and then it has some gold chevron on the back. And then here is, I pulled this out because it had some of the colors from our main inspiration piece. And then here are my cardstocks. I have two of the pinks. I have two of the whites. I have one of this dark blue, one of this, is it coral pink, or maybe more, I don't know, not apricot, but more on like in between red and pink. And then I have two of this light green, and then kind of a mustard yellow. Again, here is my inspiration, so that's where I'm pulling some of the colors that I pulled out for this paper. And so that is my homemade kit. If you are not subscribed yet and you're interested in how or what kind of projects I will create with this particular kit, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and also click that bell button so that YouTube will notify you when I post a new video. Again, this is Grace, and I am a YouTuber that creates scrapbook pages and also cards and other paper crafting projects. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.